You may have seen this video.
The so-called Seletar Line could serve areas such as Woodlands, Sembawang, Sengkang West, Serangoon North, Toa Payoh, Whampoa, Kallang, and the Greater Southern Waterfront.
And also this video.
We have also identified another corridor for a new rail line, tentatively called the Tengah Line, serving areas such as Tengah, Bukit Batok, Queensway, and Bukit Merah. Based on LTA's prelim assessments, these two potential rail lines could meet at the Greater Southern Waterfront.
Both talking about the new Tengah and the Seletar Line. All these lines are drawn using this big, gigantic orange line stated in the LTA website. But at the moment, nobody knows where the actual station can be. So let me guesstimate based on URA master plan where the station will actually be at. Let's go. Disclaimer first, this one is only my very detailed guesstimation. It is not the actual station from the LTA website, but I did my studies and I tried to be as accurate as possible. So you might have seen this in Reddit that someone actually drew out all the stations that is potentially be the actual station name of the new Tengah Line connecting to Seletar Line. But they are for most part correct, but there's a few stations that can and cannot be there. Let me explain later when I run through using the URA master plan. If you have seen, this is the actual plan coming out from LTA website, and from there you can see the Tengah Line stretching from Tengah main station. You will pass by the red line. We don't know whether it's Bukit Batok or Bukit Gombak yet, and you will pass through the Cross Island Line, and you will pass through the existing east-west, then the circle, and then it will hit the northeast line before entering the circle line again. Okay, so whether we reconnect to the circle line later, I will show you. And then from the Seletar Line, you can see it starts at Woodlands North. You will pass through above the red line, cutting through Seletar Aerospace, going down Cross Island Line, a circle line, a northeast, a downtown, a east-west, a circle again, and then you will hit back to Thomson East Coast Line. So it will end mostly at the town center, which is the Greater Southern Waterfront, which I will show you at the end of the video. And because this video can be a bit long, that's why I will split it into two parts. This part is only from the west, starting from Tengah, all the way to the Greater Southern Waterfront. The next video, I will start from the Greater Southern Waterfront and link back up to Woodlands North. So let's start. All the way, if you are looking at Tengah Station, let me see, from Tengah Station, I believe you will cut through this main road all the way down, and there must be an in-between station before you hit the red line. Okay, be it 2 or 3 stations, we are not sure yet. But based on the URA master plan, because if a station needs to be built, there must be an empty land, correct? Okay, so from here, you can see that the temporary bus interchange here is an empty land zone for residential. But it may or may not be here because it is zoned for residential and the school is behind and it's a little bit too near to the main station. So my guess is that you see this yellow portion here. This is actually zoned for reserve. And reserve land means the government can do anything pertaining to this land. It can be even a mixed development or commercial area. And empty land means a station can be built here. Because below and above are unlikely to be a station already because they are cutting through the canal. And so this station, the mixed development, not mixed development, this reserve land is very likely be the station if this Tengah Line coming from Tengah Station. Okay, and so for that, congratulations Lumina and Altura residents. You'll be not only having ACS within one click, you also have another station right beside your residence. Okay, so following on, you can see that before reaching Bukit Batok, which I think is more visible than cutting across Bukit Gombak because it's very hilly over there. So before Bukit Batok, you can see there's a lot of residential land in the middle. And these are zoned for 1.4 plot ratio, meaning it's low rise. Plot ratio may change depending on whether the master plan is going to change in the end of the year. So a lot of residential land means that they need an MRT nearby. So I guess before reaching Bukit Batok, there might be a station in between here. Okay, so now Bukit Batok is already fully built and a lot of old residential is over there. And then where can the extension be? So you can see there's a lot of reserved land currently at the bus interchange area. Because Bukit Batok is currently not at ITH, because the bus interchange is still the old kind, there's open air. So if the MRT is going to cut through Bukit Batok, I believe this bus interchange will be rezoned and rebuilt as ITH. So there will be making space for the new MRT interchange to be at. And you can see there's still a small piece of residential land right below Bukit Batok station, which can be a potential residential plot, maybe a BTO, or maybe a condo next time. So falling down all the way before the Cross Island Line, okay, and you can see from LTA map that the Cross Island Line interchange is not Clementi. Okay, it is slightly one station above, which is the current Maju camp. So before reaching Maju camp, you can see there is a lot of residential land that is currently under reserve. That is beside Bukit Batok East, okay, where the landed and the residential area is, and is touching Beauty World already. So all these reserve land is, we don't know what the government is trying to do, but they put it reserved because it's to prevent any speculation. But if the MRT line is going to cut through, likely they will have a mixed residential and commercial area around this area, okay, before it hit Maju camp. Following on, when you see Maju camp, right, currently there's still a lot of reserve and residential land surrounding Maju campsite. It will likely cut through the Pine Grove estate and the interchange. Remember, it will be interchanging in the green line, which is not Clementi. So this green line will very likely be Dover. Okay, and why is it Dover and not Buona Vista? My guess is because Dover, as you can see, there's only one residential plot and one BTO right beside, and there's a lot more residential plot zone around this area. So there's a lot of places to build the interchange. Because this Dover, if it is an interchange rather than Buona Vista, the next station will be very interesting because it will cut through a lot of reserve land and also a lot of white sites. Okay, so after Dover, it will pass through Singapore Polytechnic and it will end at 1 North, which is the circle line that is shown here above Kent Ridge Station. Because Kent Ridge Station will be the extension from Jurong Regional Line, so I doubt it will be a triple interchange. So one station above, there's only one line, which is 1 North. That's why this Tengah Line, if it's coming, it will likely cut through 1 North as an interchange. So talking about 1 North, if it is an interchange, you can see that there's a lot of white site on the left of 1 North Station, and currently there's a lot of government land sale at Media Circle, which is at the eastern side of 1 North, where currently there's no MRT. So good news for those that is looking at Bloomsbury residents and the following launches over there. I believe there will be an MRT station at least nearby that area. Okay, which land we are not sure yet, but I think there is a visibility because there's a residential estate there. So a new MRT station will definitely be needed near the area. And you can see there's a lot of area that's also zoned for residential in this area as well. So from the URA master plan, you can see roughly how the government is going to plan. They have a promise to make. There is 10 minutes walk to any MRT station for the residents. So according to the minister, it says that the Tengah line will serve Tengah, Bukit Batok, Queensway and Bukit Merah. So Queensway and Bukit Merah at the moment is not MRT accessible. So going through this area splits into two sections, which I think the section that I'm going to tell you later where the station can be will be more visible because these areas are indeed in need of a new MRT coming through them. So going through, you can see the Alexandra Hospital, which is very near Media Circle. There will be a new station there. Following down, we can see that this area, which is Depot Road, okay, new residential, we don't talk about it yet, but you can see that this whole big area that is currently old factories are rezoned as residential. So my guess is that this area can be the potential station next time to serve the industrial and the residential nearby. And following down, you'll be able to see that nearer to, where is this place? Okay, for the Kampong Baru side, you can see that in front of this condo called the Teresa Vale, there is a empty residential land zone. There's a land zone for residential. So I'm not saying that that can be the station, but if it's along the line that's from Queensway down to this area, I believe this can be the potential station of the Kampong Baru area. Then following down, you will not likely cut through Cantonment because Cantonment over there's no more residential land unless you talk about the reserve land beside. I would say it might land in Keppel as an interchange. Okay, Keppel interchange will be, of course, the new Greater Southern Waterfront, considered the start of the Greater Southern Waterfront, and it can continue to link to the Marina side, which I tell you later. Okay, so from Keppel, it will pass through all these reserve land that is currently zoned for the Greater Southern Waterfront. So whether will it be expanded or not, we wait for the government announcement. But in between, likely there will be another station before it hit the Marina Bay area, where you can see here, there's a lot of new white plots. And of course, the upcoming OMG, which is the One Marina Gardens condo, which is stated right here at the purple color zone. Okay, so this is the new, I would say the first residential plot that is inside the new township of Marina. And I think the indicative price is pretty attractive, so you may consider that. Let me know if you're keen. And for Marina South, it will be a station right above Marina South Pier. So it is too close to be a two station in my opinion, but Marina South Pier, I don't think there will be an extension because this one should be the end point of the red line. So Marina South, in my opinion, might be the connection to Keppel, which is the extension of Tengah Line all the way before it hits the Seletar Line. So I will end here for the first part, whereby I think the end point of Tengah Line will likely be Marina South Station. Because if this Marina South is going to be a new township, a new MRT as an interchange should be welcome for the residents in the future. And of course, this is only my guess. And I don't think it will hit Marina Bay because Marina Bay is already too crowded. Okay, so Marina South is a new kid in the block and is a new MRT line as well, which is a Thomson East Coast line. And further on, I will tell you where it will hit Woodlands North next.